Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got another music video reaction / review coming at you today, and this one is for Cheer Up by Twice. I did enjoy their debut a couple months ago, so it'll be interesting to see what they're doing this time. So let's go ahead, jump right in and check it out. Here we go. Alright, so they're doing that weird, like, pull the rug out from under you tempo change type of thing, like beat feel type of thing. Seems to be their kind of style so far. I like that, that's an interesting beat to go into there. Her vocals are really good. It's a little strange there. This song feels like it's on the edge, like it's almost falling apart. A little close to the edge, maybe. And there's like so many different concepts jammed into it too. The song matches like what you're seeing. It's a lot of different things like jammed into one, trying to be cohesive idea at least. It really sounds like they're like struggling with the chorus vocally. Except the second half is alright. Then yet another motif kind of jammed in. This progression and musical motif is a little bit predictable, but not in this song. This is so bizarre. Okay, I like that. That was cool. It was really bizarre, but it was cool. I swear, it sounds like they're struggling with the first half of the chorus. Like every single time they've had someone singing that, it's been like heavily tuned. It's like they couldn't quite get there. Like they were straining a little bit. I'm not sure. Is that it? Oh, that's not it. I like this better. What was that thing at the end? I actually kind of like that. I think stylistically more than the rest of the song. Okay, so for me there's just a little bit of weirdness going on with this song, and it's a lot of different things kind of intersecting. You know, they obviously were doing a lot of different concepts visually. It's the same thing with the sound. They're doing a lot of different sort of influences or ideas, musical motifs, and kind of trying to piece them all together. And for their debut song, I think that was really one of their strengths. You know, it was almost flying apart, almost coming apart. There were so many different things going on from different angles, but they managed to hold it together, like just barely, to the point where it sounded really kind of creative and unique and interesting. This song, obviously, they tried to do a similar thing again conceptually, where they were throwing a lot of different things at you and kind of putting the song out there kind of on the edge of weirdness, on the edge of like mashed up, mixed up ideas. But unlike their debut song, I think that this song kind of crossed over that edge, and it kind of lost me a little bit as a listener. In the places where Like Ooh Ah felt like it was losing control, like it was losing its musical mind a little bit and sort of bursting at the seams, they effectively used those areas as a way to really surprise the listener, but it ended up sort of coming together and resolving in a way that was sort of digestible and made a lot of musical sense. And one of the examples of doing that in that song is like in the pre-chorus, where they had that really sharp and kind of painful like yelled note that really wasn't in the key signature, that just startled you and got your attention. They managed to work it in well and use it as an attention getter without kind of losing you, and then get into the chorus rather nicely. This song, where they tried to do more of those quirky things, it ended up kind of losing me and then never reeling me back in. It never like hit that, okay, we're back to like the central idea of this song. Instead, they just kind of hit you with more different concepts one after another, and it never really hit like a central theme. It never really hit its stride, I feel like. So while they did capture that feel that Twice kind of established in their debut that was really kind of fresh and new and interesting, they didn't execute it and accomplish it as well in this song. And I feel like that also reflected on the girls. They didn't sound like as confident in this song singing it. And like I mentioned already, in the first half of the choruses, it sounded like they were actually struggling to kind of get into the song and really execute it well. I mean, yeah, were they technically singing it correctly? Was it on key? Was it, in time? Yes, but it sounded like it had been edited and auto-tuned quite a bit. And one of the things that auto-tune and editing cannot fix, and a lot of people don't realize this, if you haven't like captured that performance, if you haven't really given a good performance that's believable, you can't fix that or tune that into sounding believable. So that's the feeling that I'm kind of getting from this song. And don't get me wrong, a lot of the parts that were in this song were really cool. I like the ideas, I like what they were trying to do, but I feel like just all of them at once jammed into this song, and the way it was executed, it just didn't fully ever come together and click with me, and I feel like it didn't with Twice either in the studio. So let's go back through and listen to it one more time, and I'll try to point out kind of what I'm talking about here. So like here they're establishing a certain tempo, kind of pace. You can tell it's going to be really quick. And then watch what happens. They go immediately to like a halftime thing when they've just established a faster pace in the intro. Which is okay, but again, it's just one of those things that's kind of like startling. It just throws you off a little bit. Then they go to this kind of backbeat thing. That's cool. I don't hear that a whole lot in K-pop. Very popular in other parts of the world, though. Hear how incredibly auto-tuned that second phrase is? And just like the vocal bends up, just they sound a little awkward. It's weird to me. Now every time when they do it the second time, it's like they bring in someone who did capture the feeling of the song a little bit better, like maybe one of the more strong singers in the studio. So it worked better the second time through the chorus, but first time through, every single time in this song was very awkward to me. Not really a fan of that synthesizer tone either. Again, like they're using some video game sounds, some EDM sounds, some almost like Latin sounding influence with some of the stuff, and then just a bunch of other stuff jammed into it. It was a little strange. And then back to like the really fast sort of hyper tempo. Right there, just hear how like flat, it's like the auto-tune has sucked all the tone out of their voice. It's kind of bizarre. Also, the kind of harmonic and melodic progression of where the melody is going over, you know, the underlying chord progression is a little strange. It's like a little static, a little stationary and stagnant for me. Rather predictable chord progression here. This is cool, the video too, doing the filming it slower and then speeding it up. I've actually done that in one of my videos that I made. It's a cool effect. This time through the chorus, it definitely sounds a little stronger the first time through. But like the notes they're sitting on, it like doesn't sit well over the underlying chord progression. It's just a little odd. Just everything about this everything's like a little off for me. It's not an epic failure or anything. Like, it's still catchy. It has cool elements in it, but as a finished, like, cohesive product, it's just a little odd to me. And I actually like this, like whatever that little musical idea was. That would have been cool to like incorporate into the song. Maybe it's one of the other songs in the album. I don't really know. I haven't checked it out yet. So anyway, this one kind of missed the mark for me. And in this case, I don't really think it's Twice's fault. It's more like song selection and how they recorded it in the studio. Maybe they weren't quite confident with the song yet when they went in to do the final takes, or maybe just because of its kind of bizarre nature, it was something that they couldn't really click with and couldn't dig into very well as musicians. I don't really know. But yeah, it's just a little bit odd for me. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. How did you feel about the composition of this song, the arrangement? Did you feel like this really played to Twice's strengths, or do you think the song itself and the kind of chaotic nature of it kind of put them at a disadvantage? It'll be interesting to read all your comments and see how you all feel about it. So thanks so much for watching this music video reaction/review. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you could share this video all over the place, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, forums, all that stuff really helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time.